Hello everyone, Just Nugget here, and today we're going to discuss episode 1 of Life is Strange, and how it fits into the monomyth narrative pattern, or more commonly known as the hero's journey. Just a warning, this video will contain spoilers for episode 1. The concept of the monomyth as a literary structure was introduced by Joseph Campbell in his 1949 novel, The Hero with a Thousand Faces. In it, he defined a basic pattern that many classical epic poems and stories followed to establish the path of the main character or hero. Since then, however, there has been several variants of this formula, and not all stories follow the hero's journey that followed Campbell's structure exactly. So in this discussion, I'm going to define the stages of the monomyth that I believe apply to the Life is Strange, and if you think a step should be included, please feel free to post it in the comments. Let us begin.
Max, you are not crazy. You are not dreaming. It's time to be an everyday hero.
Most monoliths starts with a perfect, ordinary, or known world where the soon-to-be hero is introduced. They are normally presented as timid, uncomfortable, or experiencing some dilemma with society that has its own history and issues. The main character herself feels like they have little control over the life that they lead, and always seems at odds with some opposite force that causes angst. In Life is Strange, Max is a photography geek who moves back to her hometown of Arcadia Bay to attend Blackwell Academy. However, she lacks confidence in her camera skills and feels like an outsider from all the established cliques.
Just relax. Stop torturing yourself. You have a gift. Fuck it.
Sounds like the perfect ordinary world and a proper setup for the next stage, the call to adventure, or just simply known as the call. The call usually shakes up the ordinary world for the main character, either internally or externally, to initiate a change that the hero must confront. The hero usually discovers something that was hidden from them and sets forth the driving force for our adventure. For Max, after she has her mental breakdown in the bathroom and takes a picture of a blue butterfly, she witnesses an altercation between Nathan Prescott, preppy rich kid whose parents owned a town.
Don't be scared. You own this school. If I wanted, I could blow it up. You're the boss.
And a girl that she later discovers is her best friend Chloe. The altercation gets turned up a notch when Nathan presents a handgun, good job gun-free sign, and ends up accidentally shooting Chloe. This is where Max discovers her ability to make like Marty McFly and go back in time.
Whoa. What the fuck? How can that be?
Using this new skill, she goes back and saves Chloe. Woohoo! But the call is not easily accepted by our hero Max, who begins the next stage of the hero's journey, refusing the call.
That did not happen. This cannot be real. I just saw a girl get shot and then saved her. What the fuck is going on?
Refusal of the call generally comes about because the hero is trying to ground themselves in the rules of the ordinary world while experiencing the fear of the unknown. Normally, another character or the hero herself expresses doubt, fear, and uncertainty about the future and how to proceed. In episode 1 of Life is Strange, the majority of Max's journey is attempting to refuse the call, either by thinking everything is a dream, or just trying to go back to her normal, ordinary world, with time control powers that allows her to cover her main nemesis in paint, and pick up screwdrivers that she is too lazy to crawl under a toolbox to get.
Yes, you have mad skills, Max.
She also seems to be unsure of the nightmare she had in the beginning of Mr. Jefferson's class, and unwilling to inform others of her newfound power. But the refusal doesn't last long, especially when Max comes across the next stage in our adventure, Supernatural Aid. Supernatural aid, or also known as meeting with the mentor, usually introduces a guide or an experienced traveler that will provide the hero with advice, physical equipment like a sword, or nudges the main character on the correct path for their adventure. Also at this stage, the hero can reach within herself for a source of wisdom and courage to help her move forward with her journey. With either scenario, the magical guide will present themselves when the hero becomes committed to the quest, sometimes unconsciously, and normally gives them a talisman to aid them with their mission. And boy does Max get supernatural aid. After agreeing to help Chloe find her friend Rachel, Max suddenly returns to the nightmare that she experienced at the beginning of the episode. But this time as a translucent ghost-like deer that is also not affected by Max's time manipulation, appears as a guide through the chaos. After leading Max through some obstacles, while also teaching the player that Max does not move when she rewinds time, the Phantom Deer brings her to a newspaper that reveals a tornado will be striking Arcadia Bay in 4 days. Talk about crunch time. And this is all the incentive needs to transition to the unknown world, recognized as crossing the threshold. Crossing the threshold historically occurs at the end of Act 1 in a Monolith, where the hero finally leaves the known or ordinary world and moves to a new area or form where the rules and values are alien and unusual. At the end of Episode 1, Max returns from her nightmare armed with new information about her journey, and finally accepts it as a vision of the future. And after spending the entire episode secretly manipulating time, Max at last is able to accept her powers as real and confide in Chloe about her vision and her power. The best part is the developers put a signpost for the stage of the hero's journey in the form of a tree cut haiku that reads, "Turn this way now or face the lonely autumn tree and never look back." They should have just written, "Cross the threshold here." And there our journey ends for Episode 1 of Life is Strange. The story has been extremely intriguing, and as my Braid video proves, I'm a sucker for time manipulation plotlines. So far I like Don't Nod's approach to incorporating the hero's journey into the narrative, and I'm very interested to see how well they'll stick to it throughout the upcoming episodes. I'll be making videos for these other episodes, so be on the lookout. Until next time, thanks for watching. Dodido.